This training session will cover how to use the group management in the gradebook portals within the Auto Upkeep Academy. So if you go to your name up top here, mine is Mr. Gray, and then you go down to group management. Once group management opens up, you'll see your group right up here. And if you have more than one group, you'll have multiple class periods that you can select from. It'll show all your group courses. And then down below here, you will see the different students. For example, my students are named Audi, BMW, Cadillac, Chevrolet, Dodge, Fiat, and so on. If the student has started the Academy, you're going to see an In Progress button right here. You can click on that. And once you click on that, you're going to see the progress of Audi down below. And you can expand each one of these to really look and see how far the student has completed. This shows 100% complete right here. So all the students' check marks are checked off. When you hit this expansion down here, you'll also see that they did a test. Now this first test right here is just the landing page for the test. The second one that says the test is the actual test. One thing you can do with these check marks is you can take away check marks if you want them to redo something. Let's say you want this student to go over and complete the gamification part again in the Academy registration orientation. You see now that went down to 90% complete. You can also do the opposite and give a student credit for something by clicking that check mark. This is important, for example, if you don't require all the activities in a specific course. So let's say you don't require the owner's manual activity and the student doesn't have that checked off, but you want to make sure that they can get 100% complete. To do that, you could check that off complete for them. So this is one method here to view how a student is progressing through the system. Now our system doesn't stop a student from just clicking the arrows throughout the course and knocking off these check marks. So you also need to use the leaderboard results, and that'll be in another training session, to gauge how well the student is interacting with the system. One thing you can do here is you can search different users. So whatever your extension is right here from your school district, if you start typing that, it'll populate all your students, and then you can just click on that student and see whether they started or completed any content. So again, you can just start typing in that extension, whatever your school's email address is, and check it out from there. Okay? And you'll see that Cadillac here has completed 95% of this course. One thing that you will see on some of the students, for example, if we go back to Audi here as one of my students, you'll see that he has a certificate button right here. That means that this student has achieved an 80% or above on the test and has completed all the content. So if you click the certificate button there, you'll see that the certificate opens up, and it also shows on the certificate when they took the test, the percentage they got on the test, and how long it took them to take the test. Okay? So if you take a look at the group management portal, you go back to group management, you scroll down. So that was clicking on the In Progress tabs here. You can also click on the reports and go to test. And when you do that, You can select your group. If you have more than one group, it would show it here. You can select the course, and then the test is going to populate. Now you can see that BMW took the test 2 times down here. So we don't limit the number of times a student can take the test. A student can take the test 5, 10, 20 times if they need to. But until they achieve that 80% or above, they won't be able to get that certificate for the course. Now once you're in here, you can actually see how a student did on the test down to each individual question. You just click this icon right there, clipboard icon. And as you scroll down, you'll see the ones over here are the ones the student got correct, and the ones over here are the questions the student got incorrect. On the incorrect questions, you can click View, and you can see the student answered energy, but the correct answer was work. You can also tell how long a student took on each question. And then on the bottom of the test results, how many questions a student got correct out of 20, and then the percentage that equals. So you can do that for each individual test. You can X that out. Another thing that you can do is you can export the CSV file for the test. Okay? And then it'll open it up in an Excel file. So then you can see that the students' tests and their test scores and the date that they took the test. So that's one way to export the test score results. Another method to look at how students are progressing through the system is to use your gradebook. So if you go to your name up top and then go down to gradebook, you'll see that the gradebook is populated here. Now one thing to remember is that the gradebook pulls in test scores plus any assignments that have been uploaded. So it's weighing both of those to fill in this student's grade. We don't deduct points if a student hasn't uploaded an activity, but we also give 100% on the activities that are uploaded, and then it's the responsibility of you as the teacher to view those assignments and deduct points as necessary. So for example, I can hover over Audi here and take a look at Audi, and I can see that Audi has submitted this assignment. From here, I don't know if they submitted a blank piece of paper or the assignment as designed. The system will give them 100% on that uploaded assignment. So you as a teacher can go in and click under Assignments, and then hover over Audi's assignment here and download it. And you can see that the student didn't complete the activity. So one of two things may have happened. The student may have completed the activity and didn't save it before they uploaded it, or they uploaded the wrong file name before they actually saved it. Okay. You can also go in there and edit the number of points that you want on that assignment. So if you want to award, for example, if you want to give the student a C or a B on that assignment, you would just award them the corresponding number of points. Okay, so this was Audi's, and if I go back to the gradebook then, I can see that that impacted his overall grade, and that if you go to View Edit, you'll see that that's now at an 80%. One thing that you should do is in your Assignments tab, if you do see assignments that have been uploaded but are not the correct file, to keep our database manageable, you should just trash that assignment. Okay? So you can trash the assignments that weren't the correct uploads. So that'll reduce the size of our website and make everything faster. Another thing you can do is go to Group Management, Group Administration here. You can go to your classroom, you can list the users. And it shows you all the different users here. But you can also email the whole group if you want. Okay? Now be aware that whatever you email using our system, it's going to pull in your username. So for me, it's going to pull in Mr. Gray as the from. And it's going to use my email address that I use to register within the Academy. If you want to contact students through Canvas or Google Classroom or Blackboard, just keep doing it that way. But there is that functionality in here. If you do want to change your name, let's say you're using something other than your name up there, you can go back to the site. You can click on your name, profile, and edit. And then whatever you change your name here is what the from will be in the group email list. So again, there's two basic ways to manage group progress in this system. One way is using the group management function here, where you can check their progress. You can see exactly where they've been. You can take away check marks, make it less complete, and you can add check marks if you want to make it complete. You can search for users up here by using the extension of your school's email address and click on any user. You can also go back to group management and view individual students' test scores right here. You just select the course. You can see their percentage, and then you can go to the actual test right there. You can export the tests there. This will just export the tests, not any assignments that were uploaded. So if you want to keep those separate, this is a good way to do that. If you want to see the assignments combined with the test scores, then you can go to the gradebook. And that's the combination of their tests and their uploaded assignments. Again, the uploaded assignments, they'll get 100% credit unless you deduct points, no matter what they upload. You can also export this gradebook here. It'll create a CSV file that you can open. And it'll give the overall grade and the course grade. You can go into assignments. You can download the assignment to view it, and you can edit the points on the assignment here. If any of these assignments in here are blank or they're not completed, please go ahead and trash those to minimize the space on the website. If you have any questions on how to use the group management or the gradebook functions, please shoot me an email or give me a call and we'll work through it. Thanks.